Nimrah says, I did istikhara before getting married, and I felt good about the whole thing. So I went ahead for the marriage. But my marriage failed and I got divorced. Why did this happen even after doing istikhara? Wasn't it Allah's decision that I marry him? Then why did it fail? First of all, as believers, there are certain fundamentals that we embrace without doubting. Principle number one, everything was predestined 50,000 years before Allah created the creation. So whatever happens, this is something that has been preordained way, way back before the universe was created. And there's nothing you can do about it. And this gives you a lot of peace of mind. It makes you surrender to whatever happens, which you had no control over. The second principle or foundation is that whatever happens to a believer, this is for your best. The Prophet said that in an authentic hadith, alayhi salatu wasalam. عَجَبًا لِأَمْرِ الْمُؤْمِنِ. How astonishing, how wonderful the affair of a believer is. If something good happens to him, he's grateful and praises Allah, and it's good for him. And if something bad happens to him, he's patient and he praises Allah Azza wa Jal. And this is good for him, and this happens only to the believer. That is, being grateful and showing gratitude to whatever happens. Because he trusts and relies on Allah's judgment. And whatever Allah chooses for him, this is for the best. So, these principles and many more throw tranquility and gives you the peace of mind. Istikhara is asking Allah Azza wa Jal to facilitate what is good for you at that particular moment. It is not logical that I want to buy a car and I pray to Allah Azza wa Jal and I make istikhara and I go to the showroom, I pay for the car and I get the car. It's not logical to expect that for the coming 20 years I wouldn't have any accidents, it won't break down, no child would come and scratch it from front to back. This is not logical. My istikhara was in buying the car. Your istikhara was in getting married. And that was a good thing for you, and Allah facilitated it. What happens afterwards is your choice, is your course of action, is a result of your own decisions, is your lack of communication with your spouse, is how you behave. All of these are not included in your first initial istikhara. The marriage as a marriage was good for you. But what happened afterwards is a consequence of your own actions and behaviors, and Allah Azza wa Jal knows best.